If you're an average tourist or you just really like France, it's probably one of the countries that you want to visit that's on your bucket list. And with reason, but France is a pretty racist and sexist country thanks to the French National Assembly. As for now, these are the basics of the French National Assembly. It's composed of 6 different parties: Socialist, Republican, Democrats, Green, Radical Left, and Left. The president of the assembly is Claude Barthelone, he's a socialist. The majority leader is Bruno Leroux, also socialist. And the minority leader is Christian Jacob, and he's a Republican. They act like the US, so they get to vote whenever they want. When I asked my friend Alice Leppert, who is a French citizen, about it, by the way, they told me that 136 out of 517 deputies, those are the Congress people, bothered to attend on whether or not the state of emergency should be put into our constitution, which is awkward because they went further and explained to me that for constitution revisions, you're supposed to meet the quorum, which is set at 250 in France, if I recall well. And it's not at all an easy procedure, they continued. If you want to check the quorum is met. So what do they vote on if you decide to show up? Well, they'll gladly vote on banning hijabs and any other headscarf, religious or not, in the name of preserving the sanctity of France. Like on July 13th, 2010, the National Assembly, they approved a bill outlawing the wearing of clothing intended to hide the face, but it was primarily aimed at the Muslim full body and face concealing garments, the niqab and burqa. And because they believe that this amounts to being cut off from society and rejecting the very spirit of the French Republic, as stated earlier, that is founded on a desire to live together. And it's also contrary to our values and contrary to the ideals we have of a woman's dignity, which is a little far-fetched because if you look at the Muslim dress code and why they wear headscarves, it's because its purpose is to protect the society as a whole and promote the modest dressing and behavior. Because in Islam, modesty is seen as a sign of respect for oneself and others. So if you really did care about the citizens of France, you would let your Muslim French citizens wear their headscarves. As for the sexism in the French National Assembly, Alice also stated that female speakers often, and I really mean often, have to face demeaning and childish behaviors such as deputies imitating chicken noises during their speeches. As you can see here, this is basically what female deputies have to go through when they try to talk about their issues.
Un dernier point, je vous rappelle que nous sommes à l'Assemblée nationale française, que nous avons un devoir d'exemplarité, que ce devoir d'exemplarité a été battu en brèche à de très nombreuses reprises, sur l'égalité homme-femme, où chaque fois qu'il y a une possibilité de réduire le rôle de la femme.
The pinnacle of democracy, right fucking there. Now, this final video depicts a fight that happened in the National Assembly a couple years ago. We haven't had one like that since 1887.
Avant de donner la parole aux uns et aux autres sur les rappels au règlement, je dois vous dire que rien ne peut justifier la scène à laquelle nous avons eu l'occasion d'assister.